evening. This is your Mayor Col Murray with a council meeting report, hot off the press. So this evening, council considered the adoption of a report which describes a very, very large project and a long-term project for the Tamworth community in a new global gateway park. It's the name of the project is the Tamworth Global Gateway Park, and the report describes how the project is being unfolded, how it revolves around the funding of the railway line upgrade by New South Wales Government and delivered by Transport for New South Wales. It talks about how the council will work with the successful bidder for the intermodal component of the project, and that is Cube Logistics, who will invest and operate in a new intermodal facility in the city attached to the railway line, and also talks about numerous funding streams that have been adopted and accepted by council from both state government and federal government. And I might add that the state government has been very generous and very much across this project in support and acknowledging the potential it has for our city and our region, along with the federal government also, who within their existing programs have given quite considerable funding. The works have actually started on site now with the new five-legged roundabout, which provides also a new access to the airport, and that important intersection with the Oxley Highway and the proposed southern bypass. So lots involved in that report. There was another supplementary report also later in the papers that council did accept funding from Building Better Regions Fund from the Commonwealth Government, and that is around a $2.5 million funding package, and council has to match that, and that's a project which gives access to the new intermodal facility off Goddard Lane and contributes to the upgrade of Goddard Lane. And one of the interesting factors in that, with the COVID conditions of the grant, are that it go to local contractors. So I think that is a real plus. But the report also describes about the upgrade of Goddard Lane, which is a council project. And all in all, quite a lot of work will be happening out there over the next year or so. And I think it's a real watch this space for the development of a very exciting large land release for the city. Another exciting report this evening was council accepting to co-sponsor the Australian Water Association conference, which is being held in the city at the West's Entertainment Group facilities at Scully Park. And that's a conference which brings all the leaders in local government water from right around Australia to an annual conference, quite a productive conference, and will start to bring some event benefit back to our city in terms of hospitality. So council was pleased to support that this evening, and particularly as water is a hot topic on our current discussions, and whilst it wasn't actually on the agenda this evening, very pleased to pass on the information that the Chaffey Dam has risen to around the high 19%, and we're expecting that it might crack 20% in the next day or so. So good news to sign off from our council meeting this evening. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen.